What's good, crypto fam? JV back here, and I got a special request to do a paid review for this project called Viblos, which really caught my attention because it's the world's first decentralized social network based on the principles of a Swiss democracy. That's right now the world is going absolutely bonkers. Here are some of the headlines of what's going on in the world. Official, the Ukrainian government is now soliciting Bitcoin donations. As we all know, Russia is currently invading the Ukraine. So the Ukraine themselves put this up on their official Twitter account. Stand with the people of Ukraine, now accepting cryptocurrency donations in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. And as Pompliano reminds us here, this feels like a turning point for fiat currencies globally. A country that is currently engaged in violent combat to preserve its sovereignty and freedom is publicly soliciting Bitcoin and crypto donations. Hard to imagine just a few years ago. And Alex Gladstein shares, we've officially crossed the Rubicon in terms of does Bitcoin have any value discussion. If people still refuse to see the value after mass financial deplatforming in Canada and after the Ukrainian government is fundraising with BTC during a crisis, they are truly lost. That's right, we have mass global censorship going on worldwide right now at an all-time high, and our freedom of speech and expression is slowly but surely being taken away from us. Here's a great example from a Ukrainian citizen. My Ukrainian credit cards don't work anymore. I am safe physically in Kazakhstan, but all of my savings are gone. Crypto is the only money I still have, and today I can say without exaggeration that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and NFTs are going to save my life while I can't come back home. And as Edward Snowden shares here, governments claiming the authority to freeze people's bank accounts because they want to crush a protest movement is tyrannical and obscene. If you would oppose China or Russia doing it, you must oppose Canada doing it. That's right, because Canada is right in the backyard of the United States. Not only are they freezing people's bank accounts for having a different political view, they could also censor you and remove you from social media, which brings us back to Viblos and why this project is so important. This is to be considered a new world social media platform where users get the right to decide what happens, like in a Swiss democratic system or like a consensus in the Bitcoin network. This decentralized decision making gives all of the power to the community where it should be, because the power is in the people. It's also important to point out that Viblos will protect the data privacy of all its users, which is so important in today's day and age. No one has to share their personal data. However, if you do choose to share that personal data, you will be rewarded for doing so. Viblos will also integrate business models that allow users to make money in different ways, including trading, marketplaces, NFTs, etc. And this is a pretty big project. They've already been featured in some of my favorite crypto communities, such as Cointelegraph, as you can see with this press release entitled Blockchain-Based Social Network, Viblos to launch beta version in March 2022. They were also featured on Yahoo Finance with the following headline: Viblos is revolutionizing traditional social networks using blockchain technology, as well as on Bitcoinist. Viblos announced the listing on HitBTC, and they were also featured on Bitcoin.com. But now let's dive a little deeper into this Cointelegraph press release. In today's day and age, social networks play an immense part in people's lives. However, some privacy issues and other concerns have surfaced and become problems. Facts. Somewhat expectedly, the need for a decentralized network has emerged, leaving many to try and grab a piece of the pie. And with the fierce battle for market dominance that's about to take place, some projects are trying to get the upper hand by launching certain incentives, such as the case with Viblos, a social network that aims to become the place to be for users striving for a democratized free social network and provides its users with various streams for earning passive income. Now, the team behind the project announced its initial beta launch for March of 2022, while the full rollout is expected to take place in Q2 of this year. Now, Viblos will work as a tokenized platform that allows its users to passively earn the native token, Viblo, VIBLO. How much they'll actually end up earning all depends, however, on the personal data and shared content. And in addition to operating as a social network platform that has many different features, Viblos will enable its clients to interact with investors, create NFTs, and tokenize advertising. Now check out one of these features, which I feel is very important. One of the project's promises is to never monitor or demonetize users for making dissenting comments. In fact, by stressing the importance of this promise, Viblos has become a pioneer in this regard. So regardless of your political viewpoint, you will not be silenced. I think this is very important. And the team has also asserted that they have addressed the aforementioned concerns about privacy, hacked passwords, and governmental censorship, and that users will be afforded the opportunity to gain digital assets. And as far as the Viblo tokens are concerned, a total of 3 billion will be minted initially, with the founders receiving 20%. And from the remaining 80%, 10% will go to early investors, 5% to advisors and specialists, 5% will be used for marketing and promotion, and the remaining 60% will be for staking rewards and exchange among users. As pointed out right here in the token allocation, you can see a total of 3 billion tokens being minted, in which 20% will be released to the founders, which is 600 million tokens. Early contributors will receive 10%, which is 300 million tokens. Marketing and promotion receive 5%, which is 150 million tokens. Advisors in the team receive 5%, which is 150 million tokens. And liquidity and staking rewards is 60%, which is 1.8 billion tokens. And the blockchain they're using is the Binance Smart Chain. The token name, once again, is Viblo, V-I-B-L-O. The token supply is 3 billion tokens, and the issuance price is 0.0009 cents. It's also important to point out that none of the founders or initiators have or ever will have direct access to their tokens. They'll only ever receive tokens based on the actual capitalization of the project. This model was created to avoid price dumping and flooding the market with millions of tokens. Now, the interesting thing about Viblos, it'll allow its users to either opt for an ad-free experience or choose to watch ads and get paid for doing so. And similarly, users can also tokenize ads to promote their companies, websites, goods, and services. It's also worth noting that the project has vowed to introduce the concept of rent out your data, which enables users to retain the control and ownership of their own data while at the same time using it to generate income. Viblos is a tokenized mixed social network that supports social interactions and community creation based on democracy and freedom of expression. While there are, of course, limits that should never be exceeded, Viblos will never demonetize or censor anyone for having a different opinion, which is key if you're to ask me. Now let's check out the website and scroll through it. Check it out. Are you tired of giant tech companies using your data as well as targeting and bombarding you with advertising without your consent? And worst of all, you get nothing out of it? Absolutely sick and tired of it. So Viblos, show me the way. Viblos is going to help create a new synergy on the internet. This new model combines blockchain technology with social networks by allowing you to generate income as a passive user without having to create content. Viblos is going to make the impossible possible. On Viblos, you'll be able to earn money in multiple different ways, while at the same time sharing and monetizing your contributions in a secure, transparent, and verifiable way. Users or content creators can decide to be paid not only with fiat money or other cryptocurrencies, but also with the platform's own native token as well. And I'll include the white paper in the show notes below the video in the description. It's just 24 pages, and I highly encourage you to do your own research and check it out for yourself. And they also have this pretty awesome infographic which breaks down how it works, which you can get to from the website. And yes, they have been featured on Yahoo Finance, as I mentioned earlier, as well as on Bloomberg. Now, Viblos is a much better alternative than conventional social networks, since it not only provides all the advantages of these, but also offers new business models for its users, as well as it does not demonetize, abuse, or invade the privacy of its participants. Using Viblos, users can earn income in several ways by renting content or staking the tokens to create and share NFTs on the platform. We're talking about decentralized governance. Viblos is an industry-leading decentralized autonomous organization created to give back control to the users who create and consume media on the platform. Viblos DAO is the social media equivalent to direct democracy in Switzerland. The governance lies in the hands of all of its users who control their own data and protect their own privacy, and their Viblo token is now trading for USDT, and they have been audited. This full audit can also be found on the website. It's a 12-page read. I highly encourage you to check it out and read it for yourself. Also on the website, you can find additional videos where you can learn more about the project, as well as the stakeholders and how it all works, and as well as the token allocation, which I already covered for you. So let's scroll all the way down to their roadmap. This information captured in the roadmap is being shared in order to outline some of the current product plans. It is shared just for information purposes and is not a binding commitment. Please do not rely on this information in making purchasing decisions, because ultimately the development, release, and timing of any functionality could be subject to change without notice. So as you can see here, Q3 of 2021, white paper project kickoff, hackathon prototype, Q4 of 2021, MVP development start, version 1 catalog, Q1 2022, closed beta, public beta, and POC, Q2 2022, go live MVP and open registration, Q4 2022, token integration, Q3 2022, go live with version 1.0, and Q1 2023, release version 1.5. You can also meet the team here on the website. Business business developer and founder Daniel Chabran. We have Carlos Perez, the founder and CEO of Viblos, York Havis, the CEO of Heroes of the Sea, Claudio Frasca, blockchain expert, and I highly encourage you to check out all the people behind the project. Also like to share, they're listed on CoinMarketCap, the Viblos token, currently trading just above 2 cents. You can see $927,000 in trading volume in the past 24 hours. And the two markets you can pick up the Viblos coin include P2P, B2B, as well as HIT, BTC. And once again, I strongly encourage you to read the white paper. I'll include all of these resources and links in the show notes below the video, in the description. Also be sure to check out their Telegram, as well as check them out on Crypto Twitter. Now for a quick disclaimer, this is a paid review. Crypto News Alerts and myself does not endorse and is not responsible or liable for any content, accuracy, quality, advertising, products, or any other material mentioned in this review. Viewers should do their own research before taking any action related to the company. Crypto News Alerts and myself are not responsible directly or indirectly for any damage or loss caused or alleged to be caused by or in connection with the use or reliance of any content, goods, or services mentioned in this review. With that being said, go ahead and click the link in the description right down below. Check it out for yourself. I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.